Yeah, no, it wasn't too fun.
Okay.
But yeah, obviously I was casting Envious back then, and constantly they were picking Inferno, but obviously a very different team back then. You see on the left there, Nifty, Som, Android, Fugly, and Sonic. And it wasn't that when I was casting them roughly a year ago, Tom.
Yeah, the roster has definitely changed quite a lot. Like, they even had Carrigan for quite a bit in that mix, which, well, didn't really end up too well, although he seems to be doing quite well in mouse sports. But here we go. T-side start for Liquid. They got the choice as it wasn't their map pick. And, well, this is where we have to see some real star performances coming out from Envy. See some of those younger players step up to the plate. See the best of Nifty. We know that out of all of these players, the one man who has hit Tier 1 and hit it hard, he is the person to look to.
Seems as if Liquid are going to be aiming towards this B-bomb site. The only line of defense here currently is Fugly for the side of Envy. Android here as well, close, formerly from Complexity. A lot of young players, as we mentioned before, on the side of Envious, so now they're going to be under pressure here in the first round immediately.
Yeah, this is already looking pretty bleak in the pistol round, getting very aggressive from the T side and leaving just Sonic and Som to try and hold on. Som now the only one remaining into a 1 versus 2. And attempting to try and retake this B site. Manages to get back around, actually, into the site. B's been spotted, and look how passive the T's are currently being. Stewie just looking for that extra information and just sectioning out this crossfire is not going to happen. Liquid will get themselves the pistol round, and Envy already on the back foot.
I think when we were comparing these teams, something we forgot to mention, when you're looking at Envious, when we think of win conditions, not just versus Liquid, but versus the other teams in the group here, Tom, G2, MRBR, etc., it is that young skill factor, that potential. When you look at Som, when you look at Android, or when you're looking at Sonic, for example, coming from South Africa, the issue is, one of the things you said to me off broadcast was, you believe Liquid is the most skilled team here in the world.
I don't think that's arguable.
Yeah, and that means, what do you have, in terms of strategy? Do you have that incredibly strong in-game leader who can make something work in terms of what he's working with? Do you have the individuals which have insane skill that can match and actually outperform the opposition? Here it seems unlikely, and here it seems that there is almost no win condition. Well,
yeah, that's the problem. I think even if Liquid were to just pug this match out, they will win. And even if you look at recently, they haven't lost a series in about a month, and that's playing top tier events as well. I don't think they dropped a map at Blast.
No, not even series, yeah, not even a map.
It's worrying. Som actually, though, getting a couple of kills in a round where they've invested absolutely nothing will build up a bit of cash for him and actually gives the potential to buy an AWP going into the next round. So we'll see if that comes out. It's actually, interestingly, been Sonic who's AWPing on this roster at the moment. There's always the part of me that goes come on, Nifty. I know you don't want in-game lead and all, but
IEM Sydney on Inferno. Please. Who was that versus? Do you remember IEM Sydney on Inferno had what, 45, 47 kills in overtime?
Nifty with 50.
Nifty with 50 even.
Come on.
Jeez, yeah, that was the rhyme. Who was that against? I'm struggling to remember. My memory does deceive me there, but either way, we're used to seeing him on the AWP. Now that Sonic's here, maybe he's trying to make him as comfortable as possible, allowing him to play that AWP role. Obviously, he mentioned as well he didn't want an in-game lead. He didn't want to AWP. It was something that was put upon him on Renegades. Those roles alone apply a lot of pressure on a person. Combined, Tom, that must be something to deal with.
Yeah, and well, that's why you have to give major props to the man on the other side, Nitro, because he does both, and he does both very well. So it is... It's going to be a tough task, but here we go. The buy-in. Sonic does have his AWP. I'm looking forward to seeing him AWPing. He did very well within the qualifiers. Obviously, a completely different caliber of opposition, but a good start at least. Such a good angle there to catch the HE grenade as Stewie was jumping for it. Fugly there with the off angle. So a 5 versus 4. Liege as well managed to bring that back. 4 versus 4 now. 2 players here split towards A. Bomb is there right now for Liquid. There is still going to be Nafly and Liege towards the B bomb side, but you can see a rotation already coming through. Yeah, I think just basically probing on that B site initially. They have spotted out Twist. Som is going to be able to get that pick back, and the bomb somewhat alone, at least for a moment, but now we're going to see Nitro actually looking for the peak. He's hoping to find the trade. 55 seconds left. They've got plenty of time, and now comes the execution. Molotovs going down, forcing players out of positions, forcing them back. This is the problem with this site. Challenging it is so difficult. It's basically just spamming through the smokes, and well, once you get into that corner, it's kind of hard to do anything versus Nitro, but he is taking a lot of damage and looking to try and get a little bit more aggressive. Catch them off guard. The flashbang is perfect, but only 1 to his name. The CT side retain the advantage, at least for now, and they're going to continue it as well. It's left on to Naf, but he sprays down all 3. Oh, it was so good up until that point, and Naf just ruins their day.
You can see their Elige managed to tag up 2 of the players there through the wood. Couldn't quite get the kill. Nefly in the 1 versus 3 had them all line up, walk into the spray. And just like that, a 1 versus 3. And it's 3-0 in favor of Liquid on the favored T side. The money going to be going in their favor as well. I think, Tom, this may be the beginning of the end here for Envious. On their map pick 2.
3-0, come on.
Hey, it's 3-0, but wait, listen.
Give them a chance.
It's 3-0. I understand it's very, very early days, but in terms of the mentality of a team like Envious, if they have the wrong mentality going into this, if they are trying to win and try and get that victory out of this, instead of maybe being more open-minded, what can they learn from this instead? Rounds like that will be so frustrating to lose.
Yeah, the thing is, though, they're going to know that that's going to happen. Like...
Yeah, especially versus a team like Liquid with the amount of skill they have.
You have to go into this with a pinch of salt. Like, you're playing the best team in the world. If you go into this game thinking, we're going to win, you're delusional. So they probably went and got, okay, like, that is going to hurt early on, obviously. Like, Naf spraying down 3 of you when that's the chance to get around on the board. But I think they knew coming into this that that's a possibility. That's going to happen. These are probably players they look up to and respect quite a lot, especially coming from the same region.
North America, yeah.
So, here we go. Envy back on the board. This is their first full buy as well. Like before, they were skimping a few bits of utility. And we'll see if they can do anything with it. But I think Stewie's definitely someone we need to focus quite a lot because he's going to be playing this lurk role over on towards that B site. And he's so good at finding picks there.
For me, it comes down to Envious. How does the team dynamic actually work? I mean, obviously, you casted the qualifiers, so maybe you can answer a few of these questions. When I look at it on paper, Sonic, if he's going to be primary operating over Nifty, it leaves Nifty in an awkward situation if he's not in-game leading as well. Is Nifty role more of a supportive one, as an anchor on the CT side? Is he someone with the experience he had on Renegades playing at the Tier 1 level? Is he now one of the experienced pieces to help a player like, you know, Android or Som, for example, or Sonic? You know, what is his role in this team? And maybe answer it after the action does begin to die down as Twist's already the entry, and a second as well there from Nitro. Immediately 3 versus 5, and you could argue here, Tom, the call for the save.
Yeah, I think Sonic hoping for a little bit of luck, but other than that, you want to go into these retakes on the A side with an advantage, not with a man or 2 even missing. Hoping for a little bit of luck. I think Sonic needs to get out of there fairly soon. He's actually going aggressive, and he has managed to find one back. Maybe they're just throwing it all into the... Well, throw it to the wall. That's what they're going for. Another one coming up for Sonic, and he's now opened this round up. He's given some space to his team, looking to be that star with the AWP. You can see the T's just falling back, spraying through so much damage done onto Nifty. They do have a couple of kills, but they've got no utility left and pushing in now. They're just going to get wiped out once again. Twist with a triple. Well, same as the sort of last round.
Yeah, literally.
And they're going to get wiped once again.
All the players walking in tangent 1 by 1. 5-0 now heading into the 6th round here of our first map of the Chicago, IEM Chicago B stream here with myself, Snods, and Tom. Do you go by Tom Biz or just Tom?
Either's fine.
Either's fine. Either or, you're calm.
I'm easy.
You're easy. Well, Liquid are finding Envious easy right now, as they have the 5-round lead. Maybe, well, most likely going to be 6 rounds after we do head into the 7th, as all really Envious have to the name is 3 players of Kevlar, pistols across the board, and Android and Sonic as well. No Kevlar for them. HD grenades nearly. Obviously, this is when Fugly got the kill earlier onto Stewie when he was throwing that smoke.
I will say so far, like, okay, it's 5-0.
Yeah.
Can't sing too many praises, but they've looked promising. Like, there have been moments where they could have won rounds. Like, there was the
Sonic
3v1.
AWP and what else?
Yeah, well, no, the 3v1 as well. Like, if they had managed to take down Nav, they win a round. And even in the last round, like, getting back into an impossible situation, I think that's positives being shown by Envy. Like, I don't think we can look at them based off, oh, they should be beating the best team in the world.
Obviously
so
not.
They're, like, in terms of just, like, the smaller pieces that you can pick up on, I don't think they're looking too bad. And I'm actually interested to see what they're going to do in these next few rounds, because I think they do realize that, okay, we can't play, like, necessarily exactly how we normally would. We've got to be more aggressive. We've got to try and catch them off guard. And that's why we're seeing some risks taken already. But I like that. That's what you have to do against teams like Liquid. Try and push them out of their comfort zone, because while they're in it, you're not going to win.
So what will the adjustments be here from the CT side from Envious? Similar position here from Som. AWP coming out as well from Sonic, and you can see he's playing this aggressive angle, maybe to catch out Twists, who has been searching for the entry here towards the A site. Nitro may be the first one to walk into that scope. Let's see if it does come to fruition here. Well, they may actually boost over it. Let's see if that's effective. Timing not of favor there for Sonic as he does fall away, but a 1-for-1 exchange at least.
Lige already get quite far forward. He spotted out the gun barrel from Fugly, and, well, that's as easy as it gets. He's now lurking over on the other side of the map, and Naf looks to try and push through, but takes a lot of damage in return. They're going to try and chase him down, even things up once again, but in the meantime, they have lost control of this B site. So, sure, you even things up, but the bomb now crosses over, and, well, Som will quickly realize that they're already into a retake.
3 versus 3 retake, as you said, towards the B side. 2 players, all 3 players actually coming towards the CT spawn side as the smoke comes through. Som going to be leading the charge. And let's see what he can manage. Not too much, but a quick exchange there from Sonic. And as we know, retaking with an AWP is tough enough, but a small bomb site like this makes it even more awkward. And now stuck into the 1 versus 2. The Molotov trying to force the face from Lige. Lands the first shot there. The wallbang onto the head of Lige. And now the 1 versus 1. Twists versus Sonic. And just like that, as he jumps up, Twist expects it, plays the off angle, top of the barrel, takes him down nice and easily. 7-0, Tom. Round number 8.
Yeah, the space given up there was the problem. Like Fugly not realizing how close Lige has actually got. Again, once you give Team Liquid,
domino effect.
Yeah, once you give Team Liquid the site, you always feel like they're going to close out the round. Paul's going to be called. Nifty off to a very slow start, and he's sort of the player that I mentioned at the beginning. Like he's the one who's been here before. He's the one who's played against top tier teams again and again and again. Same for Fugly, I guess you could say. He's been in these situations before, so. We need to see some sort of step up out of that. Maybe they want to throw in a double AWP setup. It's not the most conventional thing in the world, but I don't think they're going to play the most conventional Counter-Strike in this matchup, so I don't necessarily think it's a bad thing. For Liquid so far, it's looking like another day in the office.
Yeah, you can see as well, they're not really delving too much into their deep strat book. Instead, it feels like the skill is just enough to win them on its own. The default's coming out. You can see they're doing the, well, I don't know too much about Vertigo. Can't claim to be an expert on this map. But it seems very simple. 2-1-2 split. 1 player, usually Naf fly towards middle, holding for any CT aggression, which Sonic is right now. 2 players towards B, 2 players towards A. Twist usually towards the A site, trying to find that entry. And Lige towards the B site, trying to find that entry. And just like that, just as I say it, here's a few coming out from the man himself, Twists. But yeah, very, very simple Counter-Strike. They're just playing off their defaults, and skill and individuality alone is enough so far to win them these rounds. I don't think we've even seen the heavy execute, have we, once? The pistol, maybe one smoke, but apart from that, nothing.
They had that one execution, I think, in a 3v3 over on the A site, where they threw all the smokes over, get the bomb down, and fell back. And that was where Naf needed to get the clutch. So they're mostly only the standard executes, which they've thrown out a million times, but it's enough to get them into a position where they can just work off the picks, as you said. And, well, so far, like, Twist has just been running the show. You've seen Lige open up on 2 frags on the B bomb site as well, just on his own, which really shouldn't be possible. I think if they're playing against better opposition, like maybe he gets 1 and they're a little bit more careful with the trades. This round, though, it's much of a muchness. Not much invested at all, and just trying to do a little bit of damage. And by the looks of things, Nifty has saved a little bit of extra money, so we may be having that double AWP out. And I will never not be excited seeing an AWP in his hands.
Let's see. He has $6,300. It's like at the airport, Tom. No weapons, no drugs, no alcohol, no lithium batteries.
Do you know what? I had a load of batteries in my bag. Don't ask me why. It just sounds dodgy. And they opened my bag up and took all of them, and we went, "These have been destroyed." I was like,
Jesus. Where was this? Which airport?
I think it was Kiev.
Okay.
They destroyed my batteries, and I would like them back, please.
You're going to need those batteries, because we're going till 4 o'clock in the morning, Tom.
Not at this rate.
Yeah, well, we need to wait for the other best of 3 to finish as well before we get into the next one. Actually, do we? No, we don't. Because it's not a loser's match or a winner's match, is it?
No, it's the opening match of the next group.
There you go.
It just depends if they're there.
Yeah, exactly. Either way, though, speaking of who's there, Sonic once again playing the, well, last time it was a bit more of a forward angle. It's going to be Stewie challenging to find the entry and the peak. Lands the flex shot there. Sonic been so unlucky with his timings, it feels like, towards the A site. When he's unscoping, when he's moving, he is getting caught off guard by players who are just peeking at the wrong time for him. But yeah, similar situation. 2 players down early, Nifty and Sonic. Both the AWPs taken out the hands of the players from Envy.
Space.
Yeah, Lige. Now, obviously, if you're Fugly, the anchor towards that B bomb site, you do have to give some extra firepower towards
What
A.
is going on?
And now this is looking so confusing.
Stewie's just going to go aggressive in with an AWP. There's so much map control. Lige just being patient, and yeah, they're writing the script at this point. It's like, okay, and they're going to go this way, and we go, okay, and I'll take this bot. It's just
this bot. Oh, that's a bit rude.
Not what I said, but okay.
Lots of things can be taken out of context.
I said spot.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, I read that wrong. I read that wrong? I had the word script and I was thinking, reading? What? Yeah. 9-0. Round number 10 here. What we've got now, $3,000 for a few of the players from Team MVS, but it seems like they are just going to go for the save here with the round loss bonus being at its full potency. CZs, Deagles, you name it. Just a few spots of Kevlar. Not bots, spots of Kevlar for Fugly and Som. But yeah, there should be 10-0 here and double digits already for Team Liquid.
Yeah, this is now starting to look like more of a walk in the park. They're even playing even looser than they were at the beginning. Like, we're seeing Elise just take heaps of map control, and then on the other side of the map, Stewie just having a bit of fun with the AWP. I think they know at this point that the game is very far gone. Even though we do see a lot of strong T-sides coming out on this map, I don't think they're going to be breaking a sweat whatsoever. And as said, individually just so skilled. Just winning all of these duels. 10-0, double digits already hit for Team Liquid, and wow, doesn't get better than that, does it?
Doesn't really get too much better than that. I don't think it actually physically can, unless they had, what, 16K each? Near enough there, 15,000 for what, nearly 3 of the players?
I think they'll be all right.
And then again, I'm pretty sure my opening line was like, you can tell it's the B stream because of this kind of match, right? And I was telling the truth. I'm not going to lie to the viewers out there. It is a very, very one-sided match. Best team in the world versus team which has been around for, what, a month? Envious. I didn't even know if they're even in the top 30. Back when they had the old former roster, now the new one. I think Tom's gone to search up what number they are on the HOTV rankings. Either way, this is more of a learning experience
47.
coming out from 47. Gosh. But yeah, some success here though, Tom. 2 early entries. That could go back in the favor though, if Nitro lands the kill onto Android. Fast switch there, or fast trade, excuse me. Twist does pick up the bomb. Could smoke off towards the opening, towards the A site. The issue is though, towards the left, you can see. Oh, also the elevated angle here from Sonic, which should be checked by one of the players from Liquid. Twist though going to be getting cold feet towards the A site. Instead, going to be lurking towards A, exactly where Naf is, and exactly where Fugly is beginning to rotate to.
Yeah, that's the thing. That one of the things that we're witnessing is heavy gambles now coming out from Envy, and you can't really blame them because things are going so badly. They're starting to just take heavy risks, but it's giving too much space. And Naf, so close, but he wins the battle, and that will give them the advantage back. They can look to get the plant down. Nifty already tanked to 30 HP as well. Will mean that this is pretty much an even scenario, but with the bomb as that extra member for Team Liquid.
Gosh, their team players just so strong. Sonic now once again rotating with the AWP. We've seen some incredibly high skillful shots. And right now he needs to land just 2 of them. Naf is on 10 HP, remember, so the M4 there from Nifty should be paramount in this retake, as he's going to be leading the charge. But on low HP, what, 2 shots from that AK will take him down. So very, very awkward scenario here for Envious, as they did have the 2-man lead, if you remember. But now into the 1 versus 1. Sonic with the AWP knows exactly where Twist is, but vice versa. Twist knows exactly where Sonic is. This is a dancing with the AWP.
Oh my God,
and
he's
just
so
like
good.
that, headshot, so crisp. So crisp, just like his jawline.
Even one.
Oh my goodness.
Like, he's absolutely destroying Envy. Like, this is like one of those moments where it's sort of like, you play like a game of FIFA or something versus your like little brother.
As if I've ever done that.
And you just go like, oh, are you going to take it easy on me? No. And it just like absolutely destroy. And yeah, they then never want to play the game with you ever again. To be honest, so far for Envy, I feel like they're not going to be looking forward to the next map either. Like, this is a tough spot to come back from mentally and in any sort of form. But at least they got an XM. They're getting a little bit spicy with their buys. A shotgun thrown into the mix. And again, it's something I always like to see, but maybe not at 11-0.
11-0, was that the scoreline when you play versus your brother too?
I don't even have a brother. It was
So this was just a random anecdote which doesn't even exist. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's not a personal one. 5 versus 4, nothing personal there to Release. Nifty gets that kill. But we saw the exact same, even further actually in the favor of Envious when it was the 5 versus 3 in round 11, and we all know how that one ended.
Stewie looking for the peak. Android might have spotted him out there, so there should at least be a little bit of information coming in, but the Molotov just force him out of position. Nothing he can do there. Stewie, is he going to spot the pixel just around the corner? waiting on the angle. It's nifty, but just doesn't hit the spray. And once again, the round swings into the favor of Team Liquid, leaving just Sonic and Fugly with an XM to try and turn this back. There are some close quarters angles, but they're all going to fall back. And this is the problem with this position. You need utility. You need to be able to sort of flash them off, Molotov them off, and they have a single flashbang, and then not even the weaponry. He's just starting to get aggressive. He will actually be punished. But again, there's still 3 players from Team Liquid on the other side, and we've already seen that 1 is enough.
Gosh, you mentioned vitality and shotguns. This one's maybe not so controversial, although it is 11-0, so maybe it's really getting desperate here. For Envious, Fugly with a shotgun towards B. I mean, it makes sense in practicality, but in retaking that A site, once those smokes fade, couldn't really think of a worse weapon. Well, I could, but I mean, you know, in terms of what you would actually buy, right?
Yeah, it's not fantastic, and at 12-0, you get what you can. I think that's the sort of mentality.
It's like being a freelancer, right? It's like being a freelancer.
You take what you can get.
Yeah, literally take what you can get. Oh, dear. What's that? I've never heard of that game before. Yeah, go on then. Round 13, 12-0 here for Liquid. Once again, no issues so far from Liquid. The only close round we've really seen was a 5 versus 3, which went in their favor. We saw a 1 versus 3 from Nafly earlier on, but apart from that, it's been smooth sailing.
Yeah, and even the 1v3, it looked like he made it quite easy. That's the scariest thing about it. Elige this time, though, will go down, but already Twist on the other side. He's been unstoppable. A 20 KD currently. And he's going pushing as well. It's not like he's playing passively. Right through the smoke he goes. Som is on the other side, and while that KD's just been halved. And maybe the chance for a round is on the board as it's already going to pick off another. Still 3 mighty members of this squad to remove, and they've spotted out Sonic as well. The aggression is going to be punished and leave things back into a 3v3 once more.
3 versus 3. Minute left on the clock here in the 13th round. It's just going to be Som alone towards the A site from Envious. Apart from that, Fugly and Nifty combined together here at B. Haven't seen too many set smokes or set Molotovs or grenades at all towards either sites from Liquid. But now in this scenario, they are going to start to show us what strategies they have in the book. Nitro knows exactly where one of the players is inside that smoke, catches out Nifty, quick trade there coming out from 2 of the players, Stewie and Nifty, and now 2 versus 1. It's all down to Som.
Yeah, he's got the AK in hand. If he can pick off Stewie, there's an opportunity for him here. But he needs to get this pick, and Stewie's just not going to give him the time of day. I've got fed up of reading out the scoreline. Like, you viewers at home, you can all read it for yourself. You know what it says. And I'm sure there's many people currently jinxing.
Can you read it in any other languages?
No. Can you?
You live in Ukraine, Tom.
I do.
What is 13 in Russian?
I don't know.
You don't know?
No, I have a girlfriend who's fantastic and can translate. Without her, I would probably be dead.
So, 13-0, or in any other languages you want to translate that into. Was it Dreisen, Null, 13-0 essentially, if it's in German. My German isn't too good as it used to be. Either way though, in terms of the buy coming out from Envious, 2 FAMASs, 3 M4s, 1 diffuse kit there for Fugly. But apart from that, pretty bare bones in terms of utility. 2 smokes and 3 flashbangs, no Molotovs for the retake. Those flashes could be gone as well by the time smokes fade if it was an execution from Liquid. Either or, it's not looking too good from the side in blue.
Ooh. Flashbang went out, but really much of a face taken. Stewie, well, knowing where his opponents are going to be, but doesn't manage to capitalize just yet. But Naf has caught, again, the aggression of Sonic. He's trying to find some openings for his team. That's disgusting. Som is just gone, and Andrew is going to go for the re-peek, and he does actually manage to take down the man who's been decimating them. Unfortunately, there's still a few more to go. Trying to get aggressive around the back, but Stewie's worked it out straight away, finds that trade back, and now it's left all onto Fugly. At least gets 1 from above, but they know exactly where he is. The 1v2 needing to come in. 4 kills total. Stewie spotted, getting a little bit aggressive.
Going to jump off and try and no-scope him. Let's see then. Awkward and awful situation now for Fugly to be in. The
no one
retake
hides
towards
here.
the A site, up towards the ramp. He's got a player behind him, player in front of him, sandwiched in between Liquid players. 14-0. This could be the perfect game coming out from Liquid. Just after winning the Grand Slam. And they're making a statement here already.
You said it.
What did I say?
You said it's going to be the perfect game, so that means...
Oh, I jinxed it. Caster's curse.
Here we go. 14-1. Let's go, MB.
I feel like you live for the irony and the satire.
Yes, 100%.
Just following your Twitter account, I realised that.
Yeah. That's why a lot of people stop following my Twitter account.
If you want dad jokes and good memes,
to be fair,
at Tom Biz TV.
It is in, not TV.
Is it
Tom Biz?
Is it really just
I
Tom
don't need it. I don't need a TV in my name.
TV, that was it.
Or Hugo, or I think there's quite a few
TVs, yeah. But ironically, we're on Twitch, but Twitch TV though, I guess. Yeah, it still counts.
TV sucks nowadays, anyway.
Yeah, Love Island. Just watch Love Island. That's about it, really.
Okay, on your own. No, Here we go. Push towards the A site, looking to see if the Jinx is in full effect, and you can check out Snods on Twitter if it is, and send all your hate his way.
I love it.
Molotov going to be forcing out one. They've already got the opener, so it's not looking like the best situation. Ready though. You're going to get a little bit aggressive, but it doesn't seem to matter. Trades coming in thick and fast, and well, if we want that 14-1 on the board, Nifty's going to have to pull out the clutch. The nade is good. He actually manages to pick off one as well, but it doesn't seem to matter. Stewie is going to put him down, and I'm pretty sure at this stage we normally throw it to a halftime break.
Yes, we do. I just got the word in my ear, Tom.
So, yeah, it's 15-0. You're going to have to wait a couple of minutes to find out if you get the 16-0. All the suspense in the world. We'll be back after the break. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are here in Chicago.
Are we though? Yeah.
We are here with Chicago. But
Cologne. We're in Cologne covering IEM Chicago.
I'll make it more confusing. We're in Chicago.
Yeah,
let's complete the lie. And it is 15-0. Snods has said he is 100% sure he would bet his house that it is
if I owned one. If I owned one. Yeah, house prices in London isn't really the most affordable. What is affordable, though, is grenades from Team Envious.
And Julie's.
And where?
Stewie.
Oh, right. I was looking at Envy. The topic of conversation, Tom, was
No, but Julie's
Envious. Yeah,
more interesting.
Right, let's see then. 2 smokes, 1 Molotov coming out from Nifty as well. I imagine it's going to be the A execution, then the falling back into a 5-person after plant from Team Envious. Let's see if they can pull it off. Nitro's here to try and deter them.
15-1. 15.
Let's have a bet. Let's have a bet.
51.
I bet you €10 that they make this.
I don't want to. I'm not betting against.
Yeah,
them.
well, okay.
That's suicidal, but I want it to happen. 15-1. And you did jinx it, so it'd be even. It makes it that little bit better. Nitro hiding in the corner. This is the most common spot. If they don't check this, I'm going to be frustrated. But it did seem like Som was looking in that direction. However, they have not cleared it. Oh no! Oh no! He gets 2 as well, and the man up above. There are a couple of trades back. Som needs to kill Naf, and it's not happening. Very glad I didn't take that bet, because it is all left on to Fugly. 1 versus 2. He's at least managed to find himself another kill to make this possible. He needs 4 to close this out, but he can get the bomb. They're going to hear him running, but he's going to try and bait in Stewie, and he finds the kill as well. There's a possibility for Fugly to try and turn this back, but he's going to be patient. He's going to try and wait for Naf to go on a rotation, but Naf's second-guessing himself, and maybe correctly as well. He's going to go back and just wait patiently over on towards that A site. It's the mind games of Naf and Fugly, and Naf has got it
so good in these clutches, isn't he? Naf is so smart, so cool, calm, and collected, especially in the clutches. 1 versus 1, as we said before. This would be the 4K coming out from Fugly. He's done well to get 2 kills to make it into the 1 versus 1, but Naf has got the idea as to what's going on. Bomb is out, and he's going to try to plant it now.
He's got to stick it, and Naf's going to be pushing forward, running to come and get him. He needs to turn back around. He gets back past the corner, though. But he won't know how close Naf actually is. Up above, spots him out, and both players are going to be missing the shot. Naf getting aggressive, and Fugly wins it. The 15-1. Envy are on the board, and the comeback begins, Nods.
Jesus. Yeah, I don't know about the comeback, but at least they have something to work with. 15-1. Yeah, I told you, €10. You could have had a free... Well, I mean, the food's here for free anyway for us. But I mean, you could have had something for free.
Yeah, like, no.
Yeah, tomorrow at the airport, are they knowing you probably invoiced that anyway?
No.
No.
I'm here for free, out of the kindness of my heart. Unless my employer is watching, in which case, pay me.
Do you pay your... yeah, I was going to say. Do you pay for your rent with exposure as well?
Oh, yeah.
How much passion a month is this place? Oh, dear.
15-1. They're on the board. Did someone take a tactical pause?
Yeah, it was Envious. Imagine they may be... Oh, I don't know how much they're going to be...
It would have been so funny if Liquid took one.
Oh, that reminds me of the Fnatic and
take
the Stars one back at the Major years.
It's like Carrigan does it as well.
Yonks ago.
Like it's almost to rub it in, but I don't think they need to. I think the scoreline rubs it in enough.
Exactly. They are going to go in for the 4 spy. Obviously, they have 14 match points to work with, so no reason as to why they wouldn't. But in terms of their arsenal, UMP coming out for Stewie, decals CZs across the board, so not bad at all. At least taking some form of damage, but down to 43 of health. Yeah, so he's going to be fine to move on with. But yeah, I mean, at this point, there isn't really too much to hype up. It feels like the inevitable will happen soon with that 16-something.
I believe. I don't, but I'm going to pretend I do. Come on, Envy. I want them to make like at least a little bit of headway in this game, just so that then when they go into the matches further forward, they can at least go, okay, sure we lost, but at least we started to get into our rhythm a little bit. If they just go now 16-1, sure, it's probably easier to write it off. Like just go, okay, we got destroyed, we went for something a little bit audacious and it didn't work, but I'd still like to see them grind a few rounds back, gain some confidence for the next map, and maybe give Liquid a little bit more of a run for their money going forward. Stewie, again, tagged up. Shots will be heard as well, so at least a little bit of information that somebody is close around that smoke. Time starting to tick away down to the 45-second marker, and the CTs actually still have a bit of utility to expend.
Envious making their way now in towards the A site. Who's here from Liquid? Let's take a look. Nitro, Twists,
almost everyone.
Yeah. I was like reading them off like, oh my goodness. Even Elige from B Stats can be making his way towards A now. As the flash is perfect. Oh my goodness, 2 there from Nitro. Back at the flash from Twist. But Android with the trade frag eventually. 4 versus 3. The advantage still in the favor of Liquid. Oh!
Nice shots coming out though. Android and Som will be able to turn things at least into a possibility. Peek coming out from Elige. Can't connect the shots. And now it's left all onto Twist 22 kills to his name, looking for his 23rd, and he'll get it as well. It's left onto him versus Som, a battle we've seen multiple times throughout this game, and it's not difficult to say who the victor has been. Twist at least retrieving a UMP, but not knowing where his opponent is, going to try and just bait him in with the tap of the bomb. And Som going to come peeking. It is going to be the spray down, and Twist wins it as well. He is going to go for that defusal. Should have enough time as well.
He's definitely got ample. We've got years on the clock. Look at him. He's only, what, 20 years old? He's got years left to go. 16-1, and just like that, the victory music coming in as well for Liquid. It wasn't quite the perfect game. The cast is cursed, obviously, as it was 16-1. Either way, this is
16-1.
Yeah, more of what we expected, Tom. A very, very one-sided match in favor of, considered widely renowned, the best team in the world.